Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news today, not a whole lot, but a little bit, definitely some fun stuff. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually a look at the Nanmu Studios V Rex that is going to be coming out. I believe this is going to be part of the Smart series, and this is basically just giving us an opportunity to get a closer look at what the skin texture and everything looks like. And honestly, you couldn't find a more detailed V Rex than what you see here. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and to say I'm excited for this to enter the Smart series would be a little bit of an understatement. I also wanted to show you guys this. This is a very cool Styracosaurus model that is going to be coming from Ancient Era Artistry. This is a model that is still in progress. We don't really have any other images that I know of outside of this one, but it is absolutely incredible looking if you ask me, like everything that Ancient Era Artistry creates. Definitely another winner from them as always. I also wanted to show you guys this because it appears as though Haolonggood is going to be releasing an individual base where you can just buy the base and then put whatever dinosaurs you want on it, and it looks awesome, you know, especially like the little things that are kind of hidden in here, like the old sort of weathered and semi-buried Triceratops skull and stuff like that. Like, just absolute brilliance on the part of Haolonggood, if you ask me. And again, it looks great. It has all the type of scenery and vegetation that you would want to see for a prehistoric base. So something a little different coming from them, something that I personally am definitely a fan of. I also wanted to let you guys know that it appears as though W Dragon is going to be releasing a more accurate series of dinosaur figures. The brand is going to be called Stratum Records, and they are going to be releasing more scientifically accurate dinosaurs. The only thing we really have visually to take a look at outside of the very cool image that we have, which actually shows the Dino Crisis Giganotosaurus on it, so maybe not the most accurate, I guess, in some instances, but we do have this image here of a T-Rex, which does look extremely cool and definitely very accurate, so absolutely hyping me up for this coming line again from W Dragon. I also wanted to give a thank you to Paleo Figures on Facebook for sharing these images, but it looks as though we are going to have another round of those very cool Bandai Dinosaur models. The very first wave of these haven't even released quite yet, but we are already working on the second wave of them, and as you can see, they do include quite a few species this time around, and all very nicely sculpted, very nicely painted models. I'm definitely going to be trying to get my hands on the first wave of these guys to review here on the channel, and honestly, I'll still be trying to get my hands on this wave as well because, you know, featuring species like an Elasmosaurus and stuff, I just cannot pass something like this up, especially when they look as nice as they do. I also wanted to let you guys know that the comic book style Gorgo is officially live on the Titanic Creations website. It went live today, so if you were interested in grabbing that Gorgo, if you missed the first version, you want to have the second version, or if you did get the first version and you want to have the comic book, you know, repaint version, definitely head on over through the link that I will include in the description and get your pre-order in today. On top of that, it appears as though we are going to have another Plannosaurus model, this time a Parasaurolophus, and I'm not really a huge fan of this one. I actually think it's probably the ugliest version that we've had so far when it comes to the Plannosaurus models, though I will say there is one thing that is actually really quite cool about this, and it's the fact that it allows you to kind of change the dinosaur from a male to a female, and that's something that they haven't done previously, so, you know, I have to give them props for that, gotta give them kudos for that. It is a very cool idea, but the figure as a whole is probably my least favorite to come from the Plannosaurus line so far. And the final thing that I have, and a massive thank you goes out to Jurassic Toys Official on Instagram for these images, but it appears as though we have a nice early look at the upcoming Mattel Diplodocus. Yes, there were rumors going around that we could potentially be getting a Diplodocus. It appears as though we will, and I will say something that Dino Mike Mac actually pointed out to me, that the images here are a little bit kind of deceiving because, first of all, the sculpt is absolutely gorgeous on this, and the paint looks at first glance gorgeous to me, I mean, it is nice regardless, but there's one thing I actually really quite like, that light brown that you kind of see in the stomach. However, it appears as though there's like a logo or something that's been there, like there's been some editing done to the image, because you can kind of see like a circle if you look nice and close where it sort of lightens up the color in that area. I don't know exactly what's going on there as far as that goes, but I think that kind of, you know, prohibits us from getting a really good idea as far as what the coloration for the figure is, because that doesn't, you know, it's been altered, so it doesn't exactly show us how the color will look exactly. But I'm sure the more official images will be right around the corner from Mattel. And again, I'm very excited to see another Sauropod coming from them, and potentially the best one they've released yet. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.